Mercedes-Benz are famous for many things. World champion motorsport manufacturers, innovators of safety, makers of the cars most favoured by those who own and operate blue light brigades. But lately they seem to be on a push to be known for something else, a company that cares a lot about efficiency. And by that, I don't mean efficiency in the way they produce cars. They're German, they already have that. I'm talking about building efficiency into the cars they make, even ones whose core reason for being is driving enjoyment, like this SLK that has no problem getting the speed up while keeping the roof down. The SLK looks the part. The bonnet is the right length, it's low and it's wide, and it's got a real sense of aggression about it. But to just bring the point across even more, you can fit the Sportline option, which includes bits and pieces borrowed from Mercedes-Benz performance division, AMG. The most obvious bits are the 18-inch wheels, added to which are reworked front and rear aprons and different side skirts. The front and rear lights also have a distinctive darker look to them than the standard ones. Rather than make the SLK over the top, all the extra bits have done is enhance its style and add a sense of purpose to its already great looks. Of course, you can't add a whole lot to the outside and not do anything in here. So the AMG Sportline option includes new seats, and that's about it. But there are some other nice options like the red illumination strip and the illuminated door sills, and this analog clock that for R2,500 tells exactly the same time as the clock on the instrument cluster and the one on the screen. As far as pointless extras go, that one is right up there with the lap timer. Besides that, the SLK interior is a really well-sorted space. It's got a great balance of sportiness and comfort. Those new seats, for example, are nice and grippy, but they're also heated, and they include the SLK's clever air scarf thing that wafts a warm breeze over your neck so you don't get too cold with the top down. Finishes are top class, standard kit is good, but this is a convertible. Even though it has a fancy metal folding roof, the optional Harman Kardon sound system is still interrupted by the occasional rattle. By now you've probably realized that nothing I've said up to this point has anything to do with efficiency, which is where we started. The big news in that department is this new 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo with 150 kilowatts and 310 newton meters. It sips just 7.3 litres of fuel per 100 kilometers, unlike that thing. And even though it's got a 0 to 100 time of 6.6 seconds, it spews the same amount of CO2 as a Volkswagen Passat. Fortunately though, the SLK spews its 169 grams of CO2 per kilometre in a much more exciting way. Mind you, a sedated sloth exhales its CO2 in a more exciting way than a Passat. The throttle in the 250 takes a little getting used to, but once you're over that, there's a good dose of power to enjoy. It really is an eager little thing, this car. Unfortunately, all that enthusiastic power is kept in check by the 7G Tronic automatic gearbox, which feels frighteningly old school. Don't let these paddles fool you. It's cumbersome and it's ponderous, and it gets in the way of any real progress. Once you're up to speed, it's fine, but getting there is the problem. And no switching of modes seems to help with the problem. I'm no engineer, but I really think it's time Mercedes-Benz hired a new gearbox guy, because between this 7-speed auto with its antiquated feel and the disappointing dual-clutch option in the new A-Class, I'd take the bus. Without having driven the lesser SLK200, I'm tempted to say it's worth losing 15 kilowatts of power and gaining a 6-speed manual, which isn't available for the 250. The AMG Sportline option also comes with some mechanical upgrades, bigger brakes, shorter springs, tuned suspension. The resulting harder ride takes a bit of getting used to, but you combine that with a good engine and a lively chassis, and you discover that the 250 can actually be fun, despite the best intentions of the gearbox. There's no doubt, though, the package is compromised because of it. So then, you might say that this is the SLK for those who want a convertible to get driving thrills of a different kind. The easy cruising, wind in the hair, sun on the face kind of thrills. And that raises an interesting dilemma. The AMG Sportline package was designed to make the SLK look and feel more sporty, and it definitely does both. Unfortunately though, the automatic gearbox blunts the performance intentions of the 250, and that means you're paying more money for a harder ride without the benefit of real performance fun. For my money, the package is worth what you pay for it, but if you're tempted, rather opt for the SLK200 with a manual gearbox. The turbo motor in the SLK250 is a very willing and very satisfying unit, with the added benefit of offering decent fuel consumption figures. The SLK definitely benefits from the AMG Sportline option, but if you're looking for a truly involving drive, avoid the automatic gearbox.